Hi, I'm Paul McCarran. I'm here at the retreat house of Loyola on the Potomac. December 8th is, of course, the feast of the Immaculate Conception. The liturgical year is sprinkled with many celebrations of Mary, and each one has its own historical background, but all of them, I think, essentially celebrate the same thing. Mary is the perfect disciple. We can follow her example. She's the person who opened her heart most fully to the Word of God, except for Jesus, of course, from whom she learned. The first reading for the feast is from Genesis. It describes Adam and Eve doing the opposite of opening one's heart to God. You know the story. The character of Eve is depicted answering God defiantly. She says, "But the serpent tricked me into doing it. That's why I ate the fruit." Does that remind you of anyone? Say, all of us who balk at the truth and are quick to blame others. If we took a show of hands, I'd have to raise mine. The gospel passage for the feast is from Luke, and it describes Mary's struggle to recall what's asked of everyone who accepts God as our divine parent. Gabriel tells her he's a messenger from God, but Mary protests that his message about pregnancy must be wrong. It's not until Gabriel helps Mary remember that nothing is impossible with God that she suddenly recalls, "Oh, I'm the Lord's handmaid, of course. Let the Lord's work be done in me." That's a perfect disciple. As soon as she remembers God, she puts herself in his care. The second reading for the feast from the letter to the Ephesians doesn't mention Mary, but it reminds all of us that God revealed the wonder and glory of his generosity by sharing his word with us in the person of Jesus, the gift that Mary was the first to embrace. We're all invited to follow her example.